And at number 10, Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods was on top of the world until a massive cheating scandal derailed his entire career. In 2009, he became a billionaire, but in the same year, everything changed after his wife, Elin Nordegren, learned that Tyler had been cheating on her for years. It started when the tabloids exposed that he was having an affair with a nightclub manager named Rachel Yuchatel. Then a few days after that, he crashed his car in front of his mansion. It was rumored that his wife chased him out of their house. After all this was revealed, countless more women came forward, revealing they had also cheated with Tiger. Tiger addressed everything in a statement saying, quote, "I was unfaithful. I had affairs and I cheated. What I did was unacceptable. I hurt my wife, my kids, my mother, my wife's family, my friends, my foundation, and kids around the world who admired me." Then in 2010, the couple got a divorce, and Tiger's golf performance tanked for years after. And at number 9, Ashton Kutcher. While Ashton Kutcher was married to Demi Moore, he was caught red-handed cheating on her. This all went down in 2011 when paparazzi photos exposed that Ashton was partying with a 22-year-old blonde girl in his bedroom at the Hard Rock Hotel in San Diego. Things were made even worse by the fact that the photos were leaked right before him and Demi's 6-year anniversary together. The craziest part of the story is that Demi actually knew who the other woman was and explained the meeting in a memoir. Apparently, their whole family was at a bowling alley when Ashton went to change his shoes. The girl then gave Ashton her number on a napkin. Apparently, Ashton actually showed her the number that night, and they joked about how funny that it was. Ashton made it seem like she had nothing to worry about, but sadly that was not true, and Ashton did get into contact with this girl. They divorced shortly after. And at number 8, Justin Timberlake. I could probably make an entire list on just Justin Timberlake's cheating, because he's been caught a number of times doing scandalous things with other women. The most recent incident of Timberlake getting caught red-handed took place in 2019. While married to Jessica Biel, photos were leaked showing him getting handsy with his co-star at the time, Alicia Wainwright. The pictures were taken in New Orleans while they were filming, when they all decided to go out on their night off. They went to a local bar, and in the pictures you can see him holding her hand, her putting her hand on his leg, and all around just super flirty stuff. Fans also pointed out that Justin also wasn't wearing his wedding ring. For obvious reasons, this started a huge cheating rumor mill, but Justin released a public statement saying that nothing happened further than what everyone saw in the photos. Yeah, right. Jessica decided to stay with him and work through things. Halfway number 5, Ryan Garcia. Ryan was not only caught cheating on his fiancée, he was caught on camera. A paparazzi video showed Ryan and Mally Trevejo making out outside of a restaurant, and things got nasty when his pregnant fiancée, who he already shared one child with, called out both of them online. His fiancée posted on her Instagram that she was away visiting her family and thought Ryan was training, but sadly he was out cheating. After this, Malu made her own apology video saying that she knew that he had a kid, but she didn't know that he was engaged or had another baby on the way. And as a last-ditch effort to save his reputation, Ryan made his own statement on Instagram, writing that him and his fiancée Andrea were not engaged at the time, but they were still together and he was caught up in the moment. And at number 4, Kristen Stewart. This cheating scandal not only broke up a relationship, but it destroyed the fantasy that was created over the course of the massive film franchise Twilight. Back in 2011, Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson were dating, and everyone thought they would end up married because of their on-screen love story. But that all changed when a paparazzi video showed Kristen making out with her director from the movie Snow White and the Huntsman, who was married. He was 41 years old at the time and Kristen was only 22. The Twilight fandom was devastated, even more so when Rob and Kristen split following the cheating. One part of me was devastated back in the day, but Kristen also looked like she was in pain like every time they kissed, so I mean, not so much of a long shot that they would break up. And at number 3, Dixie D'Amelio. Griffin and Dixie were the hot new TikTok couple after they started publicly dating, but that changed pretty fast when it was revealed that Griffin was cheating. Dixie did not take it lying down and decided to make a savage TikTok video exposing all the receipts. In the short video, viewers see snippets of tons of flirty conversations Griffin had with other girls, where he made his intentions very clear. One of these Snapchats shows Griffin clearly saying that he's single, as well as others when he's talking about flying girls out to LA to see them, and is clearly talking about hooking up with them. Then Dixie shows the super lengthy text message that he sent to her apologizing for the cheating, with the message reading in part that he knows he was wrong and hurt her, but he still cares about her. Thankfully, she didn't accept the BS and dumped him immediately. And at number 2, Hugh Grant. This might be the worst case of cheating because not only was it unethical, the cheating was also illegal too. This took place back in 2005 while Grant was with Elizabeth Hurley. Hugh Grant was arrested after police discovered that he was getting intimate with a woman he paid $60 to. This is one of those cases where the news of the act would have made headlines even if he wasn't cheating with another huge actor. But despite the fact that he cheated, she stayed with him for 5 years after that, but they eventually broke up down the road. Thankfully, she's been able to move on from it and has a great sense of humor. Apparently, the former couple are actually even still close to this day. And finally, number 1, Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is another cheating scandal that broke the internet because it was something straight out of a movie. Many years after it happened, it was exposed that Arnold cheated on his wife, Maria Shriver, with their housekeeper. Even worse, she got pregnant after the affair and had a child that Arnold kept hidden from his family. The affair was kept on the low until 2011 when the LA Times uncovered the story. Apparently, the affair was revealed in couples therapy. Maria was suspicious and Arnold fessed up to it. Apparently, Maria was suspicious about their relationship after he met the housekeeper's son and he looked identical to Arnold. Arnold also issued an apology to his wife and children when the news broke out, saying that he was, quote, truly sorry for what happened with the housekeeper named Mildred. Arnold and Maria divorced shortly after this news. Arnold reportedly knew about the child named Joseph Baena and even financially supported him without Maria knowing.
Kicking off our countdown at number 10 is Ashton Kutcher. Fans will never forget the time in 2011 when he cheated on Demi Moore with a woman who was much younger than her. Photos leaked online showing Ashton partying with a 22-year-old blonde girl in his bedroom at the Hard Rock Hotel in San Diego. The photos could not have come at a worse time either, as it was his wedding anniversary of 6 years with Demi. The worst part was Demi actually remembers the day that he met his mistress, Sarah Leal, and explained it in her memoir. She said that they were actually at a bowling alley with their daughter, and when Ashton went to switch out their shoes, Sarah came up, flirted a little bit, and gave her phone number to him on a napkin. Demi wrote, "When we got home that night and he showed it to me, I said, that is just gross. We were there with our kid." She said that he told her there was nothing to worry about, so when he eventually had the affair with her, it was just like a real slap in the face. Not long after that, they announced their split. Disgusting. Coming in hot at number 9, we have Justin Timberlake. I was absolutely devastated when I saw these scandalous pictures on the internet because I love his wife, Jessica Biel, and like, how do you do her dirty like that? I thought they were perfect together. But turns out their marriage isn't all glitz and glam, and in 2019 we got to see one of the reasons why. Photos leaked online showing Justin getting a little too cozy with his co-star at the time, Alicia Wainwright. The pictures were taken in New Orleans where they were filming, and one night they decided to take the night off filming and go out to a bar. They went to a local bar, and in the pictures you can see him holding her hand, her putting her hand on his leg, all very super flirty stuff. But what fans also realized was that he was not wearing his wedding ring. For obvious reasons, this sparked huge cheating rumors, but Justin released a public statement saying that nothing happened further than what we see in those photos. Jessica did decide to stay with him, and they have worked through it, and they are together to this day. Would you forgive him? Like, do you think holding hands and flirty touching, like, is that crossing the line of cheating? I'm curious, let me know. Yeah, don't touch anyone. That's all. Up next, number 8, we have Kevin Hart. Another cheating scandal that sent people over the edge was in 2017 when video footage leaked online with Kevin and another woman that was not his girlfriend or wife. After the footage went viral, the internet started claiming that he had cheated on his wife, who was 8 months pregnant at the time, with their son. At first, Kevin was denying all of these rumors, but then he landed himself in the middle of an extortion attempt. Someone started alleging that they had a possession of a video of him getting sexual with another woman and threatened to expose the video if he did not pay them. His wife, Aniko, later talked about how she felt about the situation and how she found out about it in the first place. She said it was actually through a DM message on Instagram. Her exact words were, I quote, "I was about 7 or 8 months pregnant and I was having breakfast and I opened my phone and immediately I just lost it." As most people would. Kevin finally admitted to it and released a public apology to his wife and his family, and the two of them worked through it and they are still together. We out here, girls, we out here just freaking throwing forgiveness around, aren't we? Girls cheat too though, so don't think I'm just on the guys or the girls' side. In spot number 7, we have Leann Rimes. One of the biggest cheating celebrity scandals of all time. She cheated with her co-star at the time, Eddie Cibrian, back in 2009 when they worked together on the movie Northern Lights. Their relationship seemed to move past the co-star stage, and they had a secret relationship going on behind closed doors. At the time of the cheating scandal, Leann was married to dancer Dean Shermitt for 9 years, and Eddie was married to a model named Brandy Granville. Everyone was shocked to learn about the relationship, and the only reason anyone found out was because it was caught on camera. Surveillance footage from a restaurant was leaked online and showed the two of them having dinner together and then kissing and holding hands. Even though there was very valid proof in this video, the two of them still denied infidelity and continued to say that they did not cheat. And honestly, that just made people more angry. Like, how are you even gonna deny it? Like, just apologize? Hello? It's on video. I hate that. I hate that. Cruising into number 6 is Marlon Wayans. It was in 2013 when the unfortunate scandal forever changed his relationship. The actor was caught red-handed cheating on his wife after pictures leaked online of him hanging out with a mystery woman. In the series of pictures, you could see him having romantic moments with a woman in a yacht in St. Bart's. Apparently, he thought that he could get away with it if he went on vacation and tried to isolate themselves. After the picture surfaced, the two of them eventually split up, and in 2016, the actor finally spoke about it. He said when his wife found out and their children, they all physically attacked him. He said it put a huge wedge between their family. The good news is, after their split, they were able to build a solid relationship to at least co-parent their kids together. In more recent interviews, he has talked about his former wife and said he has the utmost love and respect for her, and said that he thinks of her as family and always will. Halfway through our list at number 5, we have Kristen Stewart. I feel like I talk about this scandal all the time on this channel because it was a big deal at the time when it happened. So I talk about it a lot. It was making the cover of magazines and headlining titles everywhere. No exaggeration. If you don't know the drama or you forgot about it, let me fill you in because I know the story like no tomorrow. Back in 2011, Kristen was dating her Twilight co-star Robert Pattinson, and everyone thought they were gonna get married and have beautiful children like they did in the Twilight series. But then paparazzi photos surfaced and showed Kristen making out with another man. But the man in the story was also a very scandalous thing because it was her director from her movie Snow White and the Huntsman, and he was married. He was 41 years old at the time and she was only 22, and he was married to Liberty Ross, who was also the mother of their 2 children. So obviously it was a huge shock to everyone involved. Kristen and Rob split immediately, and it broke the hearts of millions of fans, including me. Like, I'm still not over it. I'm still not over it. I was so upset. At one point in the photo, she's in the car making out with him, and like she blatantly looks at the camera who's taking the pictures and like smiles and keeps making out with him. Like, I feel like she wanted to get caught. Moving on to spot number 4, we have Tristan Thompson. He got caught cheating on more than one occasion, so really he should be on here twice. The first time was the worst though. Security footage leaked online from a nightclub that he was at and showed him getting handsy and kissing another woman. He decided to cheat at the worst possible timing ever. Not that there is ever a good time for that, but his girlfriend Khloe Kardashian was in the hospital about to give birth to their daughter. The video leaked while she was literally in labor, pretty much, so thanks. If those videos weren't bad enough, other videos also surfaced showing him going into a hotel room later that night with the same woman from the nightclub video. Khloe forgave him and stuck by his side, but then later down the road, it was revealed that he cheated again with Kylie Jenner's best friend, Jordyn Woods, who was basically like a little sister to Khloe. Like, solid man. Great. Have fun explaining that to your daughter one day. In our third spot is Balthazar Getty. His affair took place back in 2008 and caused a lot of drama in Hollywood. He was married to Rosetta Millington when photos surfaced and showed him having an affair with actress Sienna Miller. At the time, he remained silent on the matter, and he and Rosetta separated for 2 years. But they eventually reunited, and he says that Rosetta, who is also the mother of his 4 children, forgave him and gave him another chance. He finally opened up about it and spoke about it during an interview in 2016, where he called the affair ancient history and said it was in another lifetime for him. He explained that he and his wife took the space that they needed, and that when they came back together, their marriage was stronger than ever. As for Rosetta, she was open about the subject in 2010 when she took him back, as many people just asked her why she would do that. She talked about it during interviews and said, "It was a very challenging time for everybody involved, but I loved and missed my family too much not to make it work." Yeah, that will get you. Missing your children, missing them. It's a tough one when family is involved, eh? Taking over our number 2 spot is Eddie Fisher. His affair with Elizabeth Taylor was a celebrity scandal of the ages. The 2 stars met through Debbie Reynolds, Eddie's first wife, who was friends with her since high school. Eddie's son Todd Fisher talked about his father's affair while promoting his memoir in 2018 and said that it ruined his father's career. At the time of the affair, Todd says he was too young to understand the love triangle that was going on, but said the effects of it impacted the rest of their lives, as well as his father's bank account. In his book, he said the high-profile affair caused an insane tabloid frenzy, and said they were both slammed in tabloids for the relationship that came out after the affair. Elizabeth and Eddie were married from 1959 to 1964, and while he may have been happy with Elizabeth at the time, his career greatly suffered after he left Debbie Reynolds. Todd wrote that his dad had contracts canceled due to morality clauses and that his career was completely wiped out. Earning the number 1 spot is Hugh Grant. Cheating on your spouse is not illegal, but doing it in a public place might be if you are engaging in sexual activity when you shouldn't be. The actor was arrested for his cheating scandal, which took place back in 1995. He was caught having sex in public with a sex worker who paid him $60 to perform intimate things on him. If you know what I mean, we are keeping it PG so that we do not get shut down, okay? You know what I'm trying to say. His arrest and mugshot was a massive scandal in itself. Even if he was single at the time, it would have made headlines. But at the time, he was actually dating Elizabeth Hurley, which made everything way worse. But despite the fact that he cheated, she did stay with him for 5 years. But after that, they eventually broke up down the road. She was able to move forward though and make a joke about it on her show The Royals. Her character hired a male escort who called himself Hugh Grant. At number 9 is Leann Rimes. She's known for a bit of everything, acting, singing, and she's even recognized now as an author. She is a triple threat. However, one thing she isn't very good at is being faithful to her husband. Her cheating scandal caused a lot of controversy when photos of her kissing her co-star Eddie Cibrian at a romantic dinner together. Turns out Eddie was married too. The scandal made headlines back in 2009 when the footage was leaked from a restaurant security camera. The photo snapshots show the 2 actors holding hands, kissing, and cuddling up next to each other. Rimes was married to Dean Shermitt since 2002, and Eddie was married to Brandi Glanville since 2001 and even had 2 kids with her. Once both of their spouses were made aware of the cheating, they both pulled the plug on their marriage. Leann and Eddie eventually married each other in 2011. How romantic. Taking over the number 8 spot is Balthazar Getty. Most people remember this scandal because the picture went viral of the famous topless holiday cheating scandal. Back in 2008, the actor's career was in its prime when he starred in Brothers and Sisters. Not only was his career going well, but so was his marriage. He had a long-term marriage with his wife Rosetta Getty, and the 2 of them even had 4 children together. That was quickly ruined when he was caught having an affair with Sienna Miller. They were caught together in Italy on a vacation when topless photos of Sienna made headlines. Getty and his wife separated for 2 years after the incident, but decided to work things out. The actor and his wife opened up during an interview with People magazine and said that it actually made their marriage stronger. As for Sienna, she later dated Jude Law, who ended up cheating on her with their nanny. Karma? At number 7, we have Katharine McPhee. Her career first started in the music industry when she came in 2nd place during her season on American Idol. She later transitioned into the acting world when she landed a starring role on the television series Smash in 2012. During her time on the show, paparazzi managed to get some photos of Catherine and the director of the series, Michael Morris, kissing, which definitely wasn't part of her job description. Both of them were guilty because they were both married at the time. Michael was married to the mother of his 3 children, and Catherine had been married to a man named Nick Kokos for 5 years at that point. Her husband ended up filing for divorce, and the paperwork was finalized in 2014. Swiping the number 6 spot is Ryan Phillippe. For a long time, the actor was married to Reese Witherspoon, and they were one of Hollywood's most admired couples. They got married in 1999 and were together until 2006, where they had 2 kids together, a daughter and a son. The couple always came across as having the perfect relationship, which is why people were stunned when Ryan was photographed kissing another woman while he was still married to Reese. Photos made headlines of Ryan and the Australian beauty Abby Cornish having a public makeout session. In 2007, Ryan and Reese divorced as a result of the cheating scandal, and eventually Ryan spoke openly on his romance with his mistress. The 2 of them continued to be in a relationship together until 2010. Halfway through the list at number 5 is Elizabeth Taylor. The actress was part of a huge Hollywood scandal all the way back in 1962. It was one of the most scandalous and iconic headlines made during the time. Paparazzi caught Elizabeth spending some romantic time with Richard Burtman on a private yacht. The first photo appeared in June of 1962, and people were shocked seeing as both of them had been married at the time. Elizabeth was married to her 4th husband at the time, Eddie Fisher, and Richard was married to his first wife, Sibel Williams. Once the pictures were out, the 2 of them left their marriages to be together. They became an iconic couple in Hollywood and got married only 1 year after the scandal on March 15, 1964. Their love story was legendary, but for all the wrong reasons. Here we are at number 4 with Hugh Grant. Even with photographic evidence, some actors are able to weasel their way out of the wrongdoings. But Hugh's photographs are not the typical kissing photo like anyone else on this list. Not only was he publicly outed for cheating on his girlfriend in 1995, he was also arrested because he had solicited an escort. His cheating scandal pictures, his mugshot, and hers. There is no way you're possibly talking yourself out of this one. Back then, Hugh Grant and his girlfriend Elizabeth Hurley were one of Hollywood's power couples, or so everyone thought. During the scandal, fans were shocked that Elizabeth actually stood by her man's side. It didn't last very long though, the damage had already been done and they split not too long after. Taking the number 3 spot is Kristen Stewart. Her scandal broke the hearts of many Twilight fans. She began dating her co-star and movie boyfriend Robert Pattinson while filming the Twilight series of movies. Fans were obsessed with their love story since they got to see it in the movies and also in real life. She ruined their love story when she was caught cheating with her Snow White and the Huntsman director Rupert Sanders. The paparazzi leaked the photos in 2012, which showed the 2 of them making out in a car and snuggling up together on a deserted hike. Not only was Kristen in a relationship, but so was Rupert. He was married to Liberty Ross and also had kids with her. Robert, Liberty, and fans were all heartbroken by the shocking scandal. Kristen issued a statement saying, "I'm deeply sorry for the hurt and embarrassment I've caused to those close to me and everyone this has affected. This momentary indiscretion has jeopardized the most important thing in my life, the person I love and respect the most, Rob." The 2 of them split not long after, and Rupert's wife filed for divorce the following year. Alright guys, at number 2 we have Marlon Wayans, the actor who made big waves in the acting industry when he starred in White Chicks back in 2004, one of my favorite movies to this day. However, I am not too pleased with the actor after learning about his cheating scandal. The scandal happened in 2012 when he had been dating his girlfriend and mother of his 2 children, Angelica Zachary, for 12 years. Pictures made headlines that showed Marlon kissing and caressing a mystery brunette on a private yacht in St. Barth's. Some people were shocked, while others stated that he's always had some commitment issues. During an interview with Wendy Williams before the scandal took place, he revealed that he and Angelica don't even live together, even though they have kids together. When asked why, he said, "I like to keep it fresh. When you live together, that's when the sweatpants and the cream on the face comes out and it kind of says you're not going to get some." How did he possibly explain this to his kids? He later admitted that once his kids found out about the cheating, they physically lashed out at him. Angelica decided to stick it out with him, but they ended up getting a divorce in 2013.